Well, hello and welcome to Woman to Woman. It's Lady Christine. Happy day. Happy Saturday to you. We're so glad to join you all today. We want to just set our hearts and our minds in a high objective to let you all know that today is going to be a good day. Say that with me. Today is going to be a good day. You have the power to decide your day. It is totally up to you. It's not depending on what's happening around you or who is in your corner, who's not in your corner, whether you have the best of everything or not. It's all dependent on you. Your attitude. Your attitude determines your altitude. You can see it as a glass half full or a glass half empty. You can take lemons and make lemonade out of whatever is going on in your day. It's totally up to you. It's totally up to you, ladies. I am learning that I have the power to decide what happens in my life. I have the power on how I decide to look at this situation. Am I going to see it as something good is going to happen, or am I going to see it like as if, oh my God, this happened last year? You know, whatever you say is what you're going to get. Whatever you believe is what you're going to receive. So I speak positively. And I want you to speak positively about your situation, about your life, about where you are. Begin to see that things are getting better, no matter what it looks like. You can say, things are getting better for me. My attitude determines my altitude, not anybody else's. Your attitude determines your altitude. Today, I am going to be talking to you about the balancing act of career and motherhood. Many of us today don't have that freedom to not work. Back in history, women worked at home. The men went out and worked on the outside. We did not have to go outside. But later in life, as time went on, women wanted to have that opportunity to go out and to work as well, to earn money, to earn respect. A lot of times because of the fact that they felt as if, in history, men did not respect their women that were at home working. They wanted them to work at home, take care of the house and things, but they were not always respected. So women decided that they wanted to get a job. They wanted to work and earn their own money. And so here we are, so many years later, where women are working and also mothers and wives, balancing motherhood in their career. And we all know that that is not always easy because the responsibility that you have is great. So as we look at this today, I just wanted to share for briefly a few minutes about balancing motherhood and career and a couple of tips that might help you. I pray that if somebody else has a tip, that you'll feel free to share it on our YouTube channel or Facebook or our broadcast. Put a message out there because something, you say may help someone else. We're all here to help one another. This is why we're talking woman to woman. One of the things I know that I used to struggle with was, trying to keep everything at home in order, and I was working at the same time. And so I would come home from work, tired, wanting to go lay down and get a nap. But of course, most of us know that's not going to happen when you get home. A woman's work is never done. There's so much that we have to do in the course of a day that people don't understand. We make it look easy to our men. We make it look easy to them. They see us doing all these various things. We take care of so many different things, and they see it like, well, she got it. But they don't really realize that we are sometimes very, very overwhelmed. And sometimes, women, we put this pressure on ourselves. We put this pressure on ourselves. So I had to learn that because I was trying to clean and keep the house and do all kinds of things. And I was, frustrated because what I did would get messed up. And I was like, okay, well, everybody's off playing and doing their thing or sitting out watching TV. And I'm still, cleaning. And God began to let me know You don't have to do all this stuff in one day. You don't have to do all of these things in one day. So he began to show me how to break up the house into days. So I started one a day. I would give each area of the house a day. Monday is my living room day. Now, I spot check the house throughout the week that, to make sure things stayed in order. But Monday was the day that I cleaned top to bottom, wiped things down, you know, did all the dusting and things like that on Monday in the living room, because that was my living room day. So I did that by breaking things up throughout the week. And then I gave myself a day that was just for me, family day or my personal time for me. All right. Somebody say me, because it's very hard for us as women to do things for us. We're always doing for others, which is nothing wrong with that. But you do have to have time for you. So I broke those days up. Each area of my house got a day. And so every week, each area of my house got deep cleaned. And believe it or not, things stayed cleaner. Instead of me, and I was less stressed. So things stayed cleaner and I was less stressed. So that's one tip. Break your day up, your duties in your house up into days. Make it a little lighter for you. So I was able to do those things, and then I was able to take a break. 2, share the responsibility. We have to teach our kids things. And sometimes we as women, people might want to help us, but we end up saying, no, I got it. No, I got it. But then you say, I got it, and then you're complaining when, you're ready to lose your mind. No, I got it. You don't tell people what you need, and you don't delegate the responsibilities. Your children need to learn how to do things, and we have to be patient to teach them so that they can learn. So we teach them how to do different things. I had a chore schedule, a little chore thing on my wall, and I put stars on it as my children met their chores. And at the end of the week, they got a little allowance or an outdoor treat. We did something that, showed them that they did a good job, and them doing their part made life easier for me. So it wasn't so much my trying to do it all. We were sharing the load. So sometimes you got to allow people to share the load with you. Sometimes we as women, we do this particular thing. And I'm going to show it to you or explain it to you in this way. My mother, when I was growing up, had what we called a pressure cooker. Now, we as women, we're working. We're trying to take care of kids. Some of you trying to go to school. Some of you are taking care of aged parents. We're doing a little bit of everything. And I'm telling you, after a while, if you're not sharing with others how you feel or what you need, you'd be just like this pressure cooker. As it would cook, the hotter it got, after a while, the little top began to spin like this. And that's how we get. We spin and spin within our mind. We're fussing about things in our heart. We're not telling people what we need. We're frustrated, and then we blow our top. And that's what used to happen with that pressure cooker. When it got so hot, it would let off a bunch of steam. And when we let that steam off, oh my God, everybody better get out the way, because we don't know what's going to happen. So you got to let it go. You got to release it. You got to let people know what you need. You got to tell your children. We have to tell our husbands, hey, look, I need this help. I need you to do this for me. Can you help me with that? We have to be patient with one another. We have to share with one another what we need and realize that I am a superwoman, but I am not superwoman. All right? So it's okay to share. When we share it beforehand, we don't allow it to get out of control and cause us to blow our top. So let the pressure off, ladies. Let the pressure off. One of the other things that I did, as I shared a little bit earlier, is I took time for me. Sometimes, throughout that day, you have to have a time that's for you. Some of us, do better with getting up in the morning a little earlier than we get our kids up. You might have that coffee or your tea, that moment in getting in your word or reading a good book, whatever it is that helps you to bring your mind into a perfect place so that you can come out and deal with the people, we need to do that. One of the things I like to do is my little bubble baths. I like bubble baths. I love my tea. I used to like sitting out on the porch or going into a quiet place somewhere and just having my tea and my breakfast and my time with God. And that's how I start my day. Whatever it is that you need, take that time for you. You have to do that. You have to take that self-care time and, just charge yourself. Get your mind right. My husband spoke a message a couple weeks ago, said, get your mind right. We got to get our mind right. Sometimes we have to get our minds right to deal with, what's going on. Sometimes when we see each other, sisters, and we see each other going through different things and we're flipping out, we need to say, girl, you need to get your mind right. Tell her, get your mind right. Go take some time and get your mind right. Whatever it is that you need to do, whether it's to go get yourself a pedicure or get your nails done. Now, I couldn't afford to get my nails done every day. Still don't. And even if I had the money, I wouldn't do it. But I get my nails done. I used to work, and all my money went to the, bills like we do. But there were certain things that I made sure I did. And one of them was my nails and my feet. And I got them done, and they were done once a month. I get them done, cut down so they wouldn't grow out so fast. And then once a month, I treated myself. And they look good. That one time a month I got them done, they lasted all month long. My feet and my nails and my hair. We all like to look good. And I alternated them. So there's a way to do things. We don't have to do everything every day, every week. We don't need to try to live like the Joneses when that's not your name. But there is a way. Whatever is important to you. Some of us don't care about your nails and feet. But that was something that I wanted to do. So you have to do what you have to do to take care of you. Self-care is important. So we said, divide the days up, share the responsibilities, take some self-care. I know how it is. I know how it is to try to go to work, get up, take your kids to school or dropping them off at daycare, making sure they have all their lunches. Sometimes you're late. You go to work and then you get a call, somebody's sick and you have to go home. And then, those are all dings against your record at work because, you have to do all of those things. So I understand that. I've been through it, done that, and I understand. But take that time to take care of yourself. Self-care is important. Balancing is important. And it means something when you learn to balance career and motherhood. You cannot do it all, ladies. Despite what we think, we cannot do it all. Take care of yourself. Balance your career. Balance motherhood. And most of all, love yourself. I hope that you have been helped today by this brief segment. Just wanted to come out for a few minutes to talk to you ladies, and I hope that you will do something to enjoy this day. Don't stay in the house. Get out, go do something, or if you want to stay in the house, lay back, watch a couple movies, look at something that makes you laugh, and enjoy yourself. Balance is key to being successful because what you do for your children now, attending those games, those track and field, those ceremonies that they have is what they'll remember. They remember you worked for them, but they will remember the time that you spent for them. So balance career and motherhood. God bless.